In this video, I'll explain the species present for a neutral salt. So salts fully dissociate. They produce lots of ions, which means they're strong electrolytes, which will make them good electrical conductors. Examples of neutral salts are sodium chloride and calcium chloride. Note, if you're not sure whether you've got a neutral salt or not, it is the salt that when they dissociate to produce their ions do not further undergo hydrolysis, which means react with water. So any salts that contain ethanoate ions or ammonium ions will not be neutral. All group 1 metal cations do not react with water. All group 2 metal cations also do not react with water, so that would include magnesium 2+ salts as well. Likewise, none of your halide ions, your chlorides, bromides, fluorides, react with water, so they too will be neutral. The only ones you need to know for level 3 NCA that are either acidic or alkali are your ammonium ions and your ethanoate ions, or I should say carboxyl ions and ammonium ions. That will come up in another video. So let's look at this salt here, calcium chloride. What's a feature in this salt is it has 2 chloride ions for every calcium ion. So when it dissociates, you produce 1 calcium ion and 2 chloride ions. Now it is a salt, so it fully dissociates. That means there will be no calcium chloride. So if you look down, you'll notice that there's no calcium chloride present in the list here. Now you do produce 2 chloride ions for every calcium, and so that is why your chloride ions come before the calcium. You are going to have double the amount of chloride ions compared to your calcium ions. Now because these ions, calcium and chloride, do not react with water, they will therefore be neutral, and your hydronium and hydroxides will be their standard 1 × 10⁻⁷. They'll be equal. Let's look at the graphical representation. So what you've got present is, now it doesn't matter whether you put your calcium bar or chloride bar first. What does matter is the chloride bar will be double the height of your calcium bar. And then our hydroniums and hydroxides will both be present, but they'll both be at 1 × 10⁻⁷ at equal heights, indicating you've got a neutral solution. So that's a neutral salt covered, and in the next video I'll do an acidic salt.